Disclaimer: this fan fiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of my imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you will enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't count any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover, so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video.
Ian, I said, leave my hand. You jerked his hand from yours harshly while shouting. He looked at you with furious eyes. Ian, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you always out to cause trouble in my life? Just because of you, I am going to lose this deal now. You shout at your mafia husband, Kim Taehyung, who grabbed your arms and pulled you closer to himself. Taehyung, you are asking me what is wrong with me? Seriously? You are still worried about a mere deal when your dignity was at stake? Ian, now not start again. Just because of your dominant nature, you beat the hell out of him when what he does was simply a handshake with me. He replied, gritting his teeth in extreme anger. Taehyung, he dared to put his dirty eyes and hands on something that belonged to me. He dared to look at my wife wrongly in front of me, and you say that he did nothing? Are you really this much of a fool that you can't see that he spiked your nerve? You know what could happen today? You two didn't get good vibes from that person in the party with whom you were going to have a deal. But when suddenly Taehyung started beating him like that and made you lose your many other investors too, you were angry because you need them for your upcoming project, but now that project ends before even starting. Taehyung, money, right? Money is the problem. Or maybe that madness in you to become independent of me that it made you beg in front of others for pennies. Tell me, how much money do you want? Huh? I will give you them. And don't worry, I won't do it in free. After all, you have your self-respect and ego too. That's why you can't take money from me. Then let's do it. Instead of him, spend your nights with me and I will give you as much money as you want. Ian, Kim Taehyung. You pushed him away harshly while shouting his name in anger. His words once again boiled the anger inside you. You both got married 2 months ago, but neither of you can tolerate each other. It was a marriage of convenience. That's why you both don't even share a room. Taehyung. Yes, it's me, Kim Taehyung, your regally bearded husband. Taehyung said, taking a step closer to you while you kept glaring at him. Ian, that's the reason why I never wanted this marriage in the first place. Why it has to be you always. Do you even know what you end up saying in anger? Do you ever realize why I am maintaining my restraint with you from last 2 months? Just because of this. Just because I don't want our relation to worsen anymore. You know me and my character, and you say something so cheap just because you hate me. Hate? Even that word will be small for the thing you felt for me. It's, it's like you resent me from the day one. You fall for him at first sight. But the way he behaved with you make your love vanish for him, and that's how you both became enemies in childhood. Taehyung wrapped his hand around your waist. Taehyung, yeah, you are right. I hate you. I hate you the most. The fact that made me feel something I never should for you made me hate you even more. The fact that every time you are around me, I lost myself and start being controlled by you is something I hate too. Even your breed me and I hate it. From the day I met you, I can't put you away from my mind is something I hate. He said, as his hand reached your cheek and he started caressing your cheek unknowingly while his eyes kept remained on your lips. Taehyung, what I hate the most is that I desire you in the most sincere way, that I am ready to kneel down in front of you just to make you smile. I hate it how I am ready to crawl on my knees to you like a dog at any second if you just once say it. Your body trembled under his intense gaze. Today he was jealous and angry both, and in that situation he confronted you too. His thumb traces your lower lip while his intense gaze bore onto you. Taehyung, even now what I am imagining is just you in my mind. Every breath you are taking is making me restless. I wanna kill you as much as I wanna claim you as mine in front of everyone so that no one will ever look at you like I did. See how you are making me hate you even more and more with each passing second. That's why it's all your fault. He looked into your eyes finally and pushed you away harshly. Taehyung, so just get lost. Get lost from my life and from me. Just get lost, he said while gritting his teeth as his heart ached when he said the last word. He left the room in a hurry, not wanting to say anything further, leaving you alone in the room. You just chuckled sarcastically on your situation. Taehyung entered the room, being completely drunk, and found you sleeping on beds while hugging Sarah, his dog, who is sleeping beside you too. Taehyung's eyes softened as he saw the remaining traces of tears on your face. He just silently came near you and hugged you from behind while laying down on bed. He snuggled his face in the crook of your neck while holding you close to himself. Taehyung, please don't ever leave me, he said while choking on his own. He was trying hard to not cry because it's nothing in front of what he has gone through all his life, yet the mere thought of you leaving him today shook his world completely. He grew up in an environment and just got freedom from it 6 months ago. Everything which he become now is because of his horrible childhood. He still don't know how to behave in front of someone. He say anything even if he never meant them. Only you were the person who was with him from the start, who don't him and care for him even when he act like he hates you. Everything changes when his parents died 6 months ago and he got freed from that life in everyone's gate. But in reality, he never did. He still have those deadly nightmares which make him cry alone at night many times. He pulled you closer with trembling hands and fall asleep in your warm embrace. Taehyung called on your number and sighed after you didn't pick it up. Because of a deal, he left the house early in the morning, even before you woke up, and won't be able to come home till late at night. He opened a wedding photo of you two in his phone and smiled. He kissed it and then left for another meeting. You looked at your phone and sighed. It is his fifth unattended call now. You took a deep breath and finally picked up his call. Taehyung, Ayan, where are you? Why aren't you come home this late? Even your luggage isn't here. Everything all right? Taehyung asked in a panicked voice immediately. You looked at the time on board clock and realized it was indeed late, as it already passed 2 at night. Ayan, I come to meet my parent. I will stay here for a few days. You complete your sentence and only hear silence in return. He was shaking on the other side of the phone, but you didn't know it. Taehyung, are you angry on me? Taehyung asked with hesitation. In these 2 months of your marriage with him, it was the first long conversation that day between you two, which ended up breaking both of your heart. Ayan, Mom is calling me. I will call later. Taehyung, she is sleeping, Ayan. Taehyung She, trying to stay calm, clearly understanding that you are avoiding this topic. Ayan, and I wanna sleep too. So I am sleeping now. You say and cut the phone without hearing anything else. You lay down on the bed and hugged yourself. On the other side, Taehyung wasn't even able to say something when he realized that you cut the call. He looked around the room and found it strangely empty today. This emptiness haunted him again after months, and he felt hurt. 3 days have passed now, and after that day you don't even picked up his phone again. He tried to come to your parents' house to meet you, but your dad didn't let him meet you or answer inside his mansion, as he already don't like him much. You come out from the washroom while drying your hair with the help of towel. It was night time, and you took a full body shower just to calm yourself down. Your eyes widened as soon as you looked in your room. Taehyung was standing there looking down near the window. It wasn't difficult for you to understand that he came here secretly. Just then his eyes met yours and softened. You can clearly see the dark circles under his eyes as if he didn't sleep for a long time. Taehyung, why don't you come back at home? Ayan, you told me to get lost from your life. Then how can I come back, dear? You reply while taking a deep breath. Even you were relieved seeing him finally after 3 days. You missed him, but it doesn't mean you forgot his insults. Taehyung's eyes moistened, hearing your reply. Taehyung, I told you many other things too, but you never listened to them. Ayan, so are you saying that it's my fault? Taehyung, no. Taehyung replied immediately, not wanting to fret you further. Silence between you two stressed now. Neither of you moved from your respective places. Taehyung, please come back home, he asked, literally trembling with a heavy voice as if he was about to cry. Ayan, are you sorry? Taehyung, yes. Ayan, then say sorry. Taehyung, sorry. Taehyung said while looking at you only. You smiled a little, then sat on bed. You spread your arms while looking at him, knowing exactly what he wanted. Even when you both were only enemies, that time too, you always comfort him like this, whenever he needed it. Taehyung don't waste a single moment and firstly came near you. He sat down on bed, facing you, then hugged you, and for the very first time you saw him crying too. He broke down in your arms and started crying. Taehyung, don't leave me again. Just stay with me forever. Ayan, so that you will hurt my feelings. Taehyung, no, I won't. I will never do it again. I won't even talk back to you. I will listen to you obediently and follow your every command. Just please don't leave me again. I can't live without you. Taehyung said while pulling you on his lap. He was still crying in your arms while you were patting his back. Ayan, you won't behave rudely with me again and become a gentleman. Taehyung, I don't know how to be a gentleman. You know I don't know anything about it. Ayan, then just be yourself, your real self, so that it will be easy for me to take a decision for us in future. Taehyung, but I don't know anything about myself either. I don't even know what I become now. I am a horrible person, but please, not you too. I will if you left me again like this. I don't have anyone else. You know, and you can literally understand him. Whatever he is now isn't his fault. People around him made him become like this. You kissed his forehead with teary eyes and say, while looking into his crying eyes, Ian, I won't leave you, but in return you have to become a good husband too, just like my dad. He nodded immediately. Taehyung, I will took coaching from him, so don't leave me again. Taehyung said, by looking at you with puppy eyes, and you nodded. Then Taehyung snuggled his face in the crook of your neck. Time passed by, but he didn't even move. Then you realized that he fall asleep already and chuckled. You gently lay him down on bed, but he didn't leave your hand. He opened his sleepy eyes a little. Taehyung, I am here, he said, and patted the bed near him, signaling you to come and sleep with him. Ian, my hair is still wet. Taehyung, please, he said cutely, and you lost your will to go away from him too. You lay down beside him, and he wrapped his hand around your waist, hugging you from behind. Taehyung, Ian smells so good, even with wet hair, he said and giggled, while you chuckled. Just like that, you both fell asleep in each other's arms. You turned off your alarm and sat down on bed, yawning. You looked around and gasped shocked as Taehyung wasn't there. Just then your room door opened and you saw Taehyung entering inside your room with a tray in his hand. He had breakfast for you in his hand. He looked at you and smiled, seeing you wake up already. Taehyung, good morning, wifey. Taehyung said with a smile while sitting on bed facing you. He put the tray on table near the bed. You were shocked to see him like this. Even after what happened yesterday, you don't believe that he will change immediately. Taehyung, so your good husband bring good breakfast for you and even convince your dad to teach me how to be a good husband. He accepts this too. Taehyung said, smiling childishly while your mouth fell open, as you know that your dad isn't a man who will say yes easily to him for anything. Yet he managed to convince him just for you. Mr. Lee, I still didn't get the answer of my question that how did you able to sneak into my daughter's room even after this much security? Mrs. Lee, shut up and let them have a peaceful moment. Don't become like my dad now, otherwise I will stop calling you cool. You heard your parents' voice from outside the door. Your dad's voice, who was whining like a child, made you chuckle. Taehyung smiled, seeing you happy. You looked at him and held his hand, caught him off guard, but he immediately tightened his grip on your hand. Don't want it to leave it again. Ian, so do you really love me? Taehyung, more than you could ever think. Taehyung replied with a genuine smile. You blushed a little, then looked away. Taehyung gave your chin lovingly and making you look at him again. Taehyung, don't look away from me like this. I only have a handsome face in present time, and if I can't satisfy you with it, then how will I be sure that you won't leave me again? You chuckled, then sat on his lap while wrapping your legs around his neck. It's not so easy to get rid of me once I took an interest in you. And for your kind information, I am already too much interested in you at present time. Taehyung, then I will make sure to never lose your interest, wifey. He said while acting cute, then snuggled his face in the crook of your neck, making you chuckle. You ran your hand in his ear with a smile while he pulled you closer to himself, being happy finally. The end.